Ayo, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kurakar Kadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the Arkham out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. So, brother from the GMS London camp, just gonna do a quick video. So, in this article I got here, so on the New York Times, says scientists inject information into monkey brains, and this is about that chip. It's funny because even on this image they got here with a big needle, they got two like the all-seeing eyes on there. So these guys, they're just putting it in there. It says when you drive toward an intersection, the sight of the light turning red will or should make you step on the brake. This action happens thanks to a chain of events inside your head. Your eyes relay signals to the visual centers in the back of your brain. After those signals get processed, they travel along a pathway to another region, the premotor cortex, where the brain plans movement. Now imagine that you have a device implanted in your brain that could shortcut the pathway and inject information straight into your premotor cortex. Well, the first thing you should have thought when you heard inject is that RFID chip, man, that mark of the beast, because that's what this was all about, man. If you get a device implanted, that implantable was that RFID chip, and this is yet another use of that technology, man. That's how this thing's how anyone is trying to say that the RFID ain't the mark of the beast. It's evident. You see these technologies coming out day in day out, multiple different facets of the same technology. There's one thing that's gonna bind it all together, man. At RFID, because this is like meant to be. They're saying it's obviously going to be they're going to say it's for health benefits, or it could even be used like, you can give yourself superhuman they can sell it various ways, but that's that mark of the beast, which the apostle been talking about from forever ago, man. Says that may sound like an outtake from the Matrix, but two neuroscientists at the University of Rochester say they have managed to introduce information directly into the premotor cortex of monkeys. The researchers published the results of the experiment on Thursday in the journal Neuron. Although the research is preliminary, carried out in just two monkeys, the researchers speculated that further research might lead to brain implants for people with strokes. So health benefits. There it is. So you get the chip, it'll help you out with them strokes. And it says you could potentially bypass the damaged areas and deliver stimulation to the premotor cortex. And basically what this would if this is taken down the road, which I don't even know if they're even gonna have the capabilities. This would just you'll be able to use electrical signals, take control over someone's body, and cut off their control over their own body. That's the kinds of things that Esau's got guys researching, man, out here. That's that's the kind of a world we live in, where Esau can have guys researching how you can basically send lightning bolts into a guy's brain and take control of his body, man. That's the kind of the kind of man that's ruling this place. So if you think this so-called white man ain't looking to get in his new world order and have total control, then I don't know. Well, what can I even say, man? Then basically you might as well just go and get the chip now, man. If you're out there thinking if you think the governments exists to assist you, you might as well just go and get the chip now, man. It says you could potentially bypass the damaged areas and deliver stimulation to the premotor cortex. And Kevin A. Mazurek, a co-author of the study, said Kevin A. Mazurek, a co-author of the study, that could be a way to bridge parts of the brain that can no longer communicate. In order to study the premotor cortex, Dr. Mazurek and his co-author, Dr. Mark H. Scheiber, some Jew boys, so-called Jew boys, trained two rhesus monkeys to play a game. I ain't even gonna go into all the technicalities, because the information's there. It says an implantable device. So this is yet another facet of how they can use that RFID chip, man. And brothers be bringing out articles for days different uses, different methods and ways. But this all these researchers and things coming out means is that RFID chip's getting closer, man. Once Esau solidified his technology that he wants to use it for, then he's basically he's ready to bring it out, man. He'll say, look, oh, there's this benefit, there's X benefit, there's Y benefit. Right now, it's kind of an enthusiast thing. You have to basically get on it yourself. But hey, it's gonna get to the point where they might start prescribing it. Well, you've got, you know, with like the police and the military, like you had the brother and the brothers in LA had the guy come up, which he basically said he's got the chip already. There's obviously in certain governmental organizations, they can be pushing it out. Just like that company, what is it, Foursquare, I believe it was, in the States, where they made it basically mandatory to get the chip. That's, you know, this thing's coming out. And it's like, you know, if you don't think this is a mark of the beast, then like I said, man, you might as well go play in traffic, like wait for a train, like, you know, the Victoria line's the fastest line on the London Underground. Stand right there where the train comes out the tube, and then, you know, and then do a swan dive. That's what you might as well do, because Spirit's not dealing with you, man. But let me get, you know, I'll get the same, because this is links up. This is just, it's undeniable. Revelation 13:16, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And I did another video about Altered Carbon, which is like a TV show on Netflix, which is basically just going into the chip, and they had it like in the neck, where it joins up with like the nerves where they put the chip in there. So that shows this is Esau's meditating on these things, man. These are the kinds of things that he's looking to get in, and soon, you know. It says, because all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. And that's where it's going to go. It's going to become mandatory, and it's going to become essential to survival. That's why you've got basically like this blockchain technology with the cryptocurrencies on it, where everything's tokenized. A lot of them cryptocurrencies are basically just based off an idea. There was even one I saw, which was it was basically a token for celebrities. So you can basically just and somehow this had made like a couple $100,000, like was invested in it. I don't even know how it works, but they can basically tokenize everything. So you might get a token for a pint of milk, and they'll just bang every morning you get uploaded to your chip. So then you go to the grocery store, to where, I don't know, to the rations counter. They'll scan in your chip, and then they'll go, okay, here you go, here's your milk. That, you know, that total control. That's what Esau wants, and that's what this technology binds it all together, man. But, you know, just a quick update. I'll leave it there, man. I'll say all praise to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. And shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, man. Shalom.